Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to FSB Racing Live Friday night Winston Cup action. I'm your host, Sean Reap. Milt's there. We just had camera problems. Skype was not cooperating tonight, and so he's only here in sound, but not in vision, but certainly in spirit. How you doing, Milty?
Well, I sound better than I look anyway. So, but we got sim racing tonight. We got Homestead. We got the big wheels in the house. We got a packed field. We got action about to happen.
Absolutely. You got the fast, progressive banked Homestead-Miami Speedway. And look at that starting grid up there as we watch Shane Wisman practice pitting. And we'll touch more on pitting and how important and unique that is at this track a little bit later. But for now, we'll go through our starting grid with the Highwayman, your defending series champion, Jim Christopherson, on the pole. And again, Shane Wisman outside front row there. Dave Jandry, Matt Watkins, the 15 and the 51 can't get away from each other with their palindrome numbers this week. Chris Beckman back in action there in the 41, starting P5, and Johnny Doucette outside in P6. Ken Shea, Ryan Johnson, Rick Castle, Matt Ace rounding out your top 10. And you see those times are all very close. This place runs a little bit like a super speedway in terms of the draft, but you still got to manage the tires. You still got to have some time off throttle. Different lines around the track will work, different drafting approaches, different pit strategies can come into play too here, as it is possible to stretch fuel mileage if you get good green flag runs. A place like this, you always gotta figure Matt Watkins is the favorite here. I've seen him do some crazy things at this track. You see there he is in the slushy or icy, slushy number 15, new car this year for Mr. Matt Watkins this season.
Well, I did beat his ass here once in
and you'll never let him forget it.
And I'll never forget that. And as I was running out of gas, and the whole time he was like, "That can't happen. I don't know how that happened."
And he illustrates. Look at that. He loops it on the pit entry road there, too. He's just trying to practice getting everything he can. As I was starting to say about the access, about pitting here, you have to use that access road just before turn 3. It's by the design of the track, not just a league rule. You gotta follow that all the way around and then brake down to 45 before those cones on a curve. And we've seen many people get tripped up on that, coming around that flat access road, trying to get everything they can, and as soon as you touch the brakes, you spin it. Or if you slide out of there, you can get an unsafe pit exit. Slide into it, you can get an unsafe pit entry.
Well, drivers are practicing that one more time because it's important. Extremely important.
Yeah, you gotta dive down on the backstretch.
Places to pit.
It's straightforward. It's fairly easy. Here we got the 24 car coming in. Take a look at him and the 92 coming in together. 24 being newcomer Mike Mallon with paint on the car this week. And some new Spam colors there for the 92.
Oh, Spam,
as well.
Sausage and Spam and eggs. Sausage, Spam and eggs.
I'll have the Spam, but hold the Spam. So, track like, no color, no paint on DJ Sorrentino. I could have sworn I had a car for him, but he's showing up in a default right now. But we gotta go and put our broadcaster jinx on someone as we're about to take the green here.
Drivers,
cars are lining up on the grid.
You went first last week.
I think I jumped ahead of you last week.
Yeah. So, but you know what? I'm gonna go with Rick Johnson, my former teammate. I think this is a race he can win. Coming back, missing the first week last week, but I still think he's not rusty, and see what he do in the 52.
Yeah, and you see him there starting kind of mid-pack there. He's just at the top left of your screen, that orange car behind Steve Weber's bright yellow number 83.
He's got a book, and
he does.
He shared that book with me while we were teammates, but Like, no, Mel, shut up. Pit now.
He is a book. When he
Drivers,
goes to sleep, he puts a
start
bookmark in his
your
mouth, so he remembers what he
engines.
was thinking. It's hard to bet against Matt Watkins at Homestead. The dude's
I know the
he's hard to
kid
beat any.
Shay's pretty strong too.
Yeah, I mean, Matt Watkins hard to beat anywhere, but this place just is next level. Matt Watkins territory here. I remember my first season here, and it was when you and Greg were doing the broadcasts. Matt Watkins ended up sideways in his pit box with no fuel, so he couldn't correct the car himself on a green flag stop. His teammate Steve Weber nudged him into his box so he got service. He lost 2 or 3 laps in the process, made them up without the benefit of the lucky dog at that point, and came back to win the race. And at that point, I was like, okay, so he's that guy. He's just that one that you can't beat unless, something completely devastating happens. And even then, he still might beat you.
Nintendo Slush Puppy. So wholesome, too, He's not a beer swilling guy like me. He's a focused individual eating
Yeah.
slush puppies and
Got the
playing
pace car
Nintendo.
off. Pace car
Ready
off.
to,
Jim
wolf some
Christopherson and
tail
Shane
in it.
Wisman leading us to green here. And green flag in the air. We're set for 107 laps around this 1.5 mile oval. Progressive banked oval, Homestead-Miami Speedway. Built as a flat track, built as a square. They've upgraded it over the years, and I like this configuration best.
Everybody in line so far. Noah's
You gotta
Ark
figure.
too
Yeah.
wide.
Gotta
One
figure after
wide.
last week, a lot of people are probably just looking to get to the finish here.
Well, you can't have that. Nobody benefits from lap one crashes.
Absolutely not.
Got to get in line and then get to going here. Get the tires warmed up.
We
These
got
are fixed setups, but they are very fast setups. They're not fast like in the sim, or
right. It's
they're
they're
very,
descriptively fast.
professional setups.
Yeah, they're not the fast setup. They are a fast setup, and fast is loose. Loose is fast. And we got Uncle John checking on the chat. Thoughts on Mike Mallon? He is a relative newcomer. I only saw him race last week, so we'll see how he does tonight out there in that 24 machine. Let's see if we can find him on the track for you there. There he is.
Last week, I think he got caught up in some of that kerfuffle.
Yeah, lots of people did, and you can't really fault anyone for that there. And there he is, Mike Mallon in the 24 machine. Not sure what the sponsor is on there.
And a lot of these guys,
Seinfeld.
just because they're new to this league, they are pros and want to show what they can do on Friday night.
Yeah, some guys have never stopped doing this. Some guys went away and are coming back. Some guys are in between, like me. I did for a long time. Walked away, tried to make a comeback. It was terrible. And came back again, and here we are.
Well, he's got the Seinfeld car there.
Seinfeld and Keith Hernandez on the back. I think, is he? He must be New York, New Jersey area guy. I remember someone recently signed up that was. So far, Jim Christopherson is holding serve there.
Right
at
up
the
your
lead.
alley, by the way. Well, you see him riding here, riding good. In the top 10 here. Trying to figure out these competitors and the setup and the track, This is an original track from when the sim was built back in 2003.
No, this is an upgraded version. The flat one is the 2003
Oh, this is the
version.
upgraded one? All right, my bad. I guess we ran that last year. I don't know.
Yeah, we did that last season.
very good job of these guys. And this is what we want to see, because this is the way it's going to be, is get green flag runs, you're going to see the men from the boys here. And tire wear will be an issue, and fuel.
Let's do a run up through the field as we'll keep the battle for the lead there on the inset. And right now, bringing up the rear with the gear, you got the 92 Kevin Mays, the Spam Can. Up ahead
I
of
like
him, the
Mike's
6
line
of
here.
Adams.
I'm watching Chase View with Mike. The thing about this track is, if you stay down low, you can save tire. Oh boy, car getting loose in front of him there, almost wrecking. That was Brad Otto and Wolfpack there. The Marine 1, 2, 3, 4, United States Marine Corps.
There we got Adam Simonik in the number 6 machine. Looks like a modification of the Rick
Brad
Mast
had
skull
a pucker
colors.
moment there. Oh, and he goes by Tom Jackson in the 87.
DJ Sorrentino in the 86 going by Rick Johnson. So Rick Johnson moving backwards. Probably on purpose, I think. He must be on a strategy.
I'm telling you, dude.
I always say, we got 91. Ken Shea is around on the front stretch, and we are going to be under caution. As C-Car's welling it up, heading into the smoke here. No more racing back to the caution, which is a good thing for situations just like that when the wreck is on the front stretch.
We got Jen Jones. Got a copy, Dan.
Hey, I didn't see what happened. What happened? It looks like a yellow car hit the wall.
Yeah,
it looks like the 91 was around. We're on it now. We're on it now on camera 2 here. We got Ken Shea's in front of Ryan Johnson. Looks like just coming off. He just got a little nudge. Actually, you know what? He didn't hit anything. He did not hit the wall at all. The 91 machine should still be in tip-top shape there. No aerodynamic disadvantage. Just got to go get new freshies. Yep. Just got to get a new set of tires. And,
everybody's going to be doing that.
Yeah, everybody's going to be doing that. Anyway.
Somebody's taking the what's that 1 point for leading the lap?
The Dave Marcus point, I always call
it. Sure not the Dan Jones one, because he doesn't get enough of those.
That's how I got myself in a bad spot in the truck race last night, so oops. Let's take a look here on the helicopter view. Trying to figure out, did Ken get loose or did he get help?
Taking a look at
or
it
a
right
little
now
both.
And smoke him if you got him. I think the 59 got in the back of him, bro.
59 got in the back, but I'm just not sure if it was because he was already...
I think he might have been loose already. And
yeah, was he bound up or was...
yeah, exactly. Let me take a look again here. Okay, he's driving.
I think this
He got a little bound up there. I think he started to get sideways inside there, and Ryan Johnson definitely didn't expect
he didn't mean to do that.
And there's contact from the admin there.
Yeah, sometimes early on, fresher tires, you come off low like that, it'll hook to the bottom and won't bind up the motor. It won't wash.
The low line here, you want to still kind of breeze out of the corner,
especially on newer tires. Like yeah. So it may have just bound up a little. Maybe got loose.
In the Super V Dodge there.
Yeah, he didn't hit any of the walls, so you should be good. Matt Ace appears to be the one receiving that. Dave Marcus point there.
Oh my gosh, Sean Sheaves.
Oh my goodness.
Original 8 of FSB Racing 16 years ago.
Get out.
Wow.
16.
I thought it. Sean?
We're I think it's 18 years now, isn't it? Being 2003.
It's are you kidding me? 18 years?
They started the league in April 2003, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the year the sim came out, 2003. Yeah. Now 16 years.
Where'd the last 2 years go by? Yeah, Sean Sheaves, also known as Octane number 7, one of the original 8 of FSB.
I like
Jim
that he
Ray
spells his name
started
right.
this league 18 years ago.
He doesn't spell it Scene. He spells it
It's not
Sean.
spelled Scene, spells it Sean. I like that. I like him already. Chris Beckman
He's
checking
a
in.
Pittsburgh fan, so
Hey, butter.
definitely Pittsburgh and Raiders this weekend. We could have some trash to talk, that's for sure.
You got your
Great
headset
guy,
issues
one of the
fixed.
original members of FSB.
Got your headset issues fixed there, Chris?
I think so. I'm on the backup rig, but I think it'll work.
Yeah, a little noisy, but we hear you loud and clear.
All right, 10-4.
So how's it looking out there? And you got the Haribo colors tonight,
Yeah, what's it
even
like
though
being
Dan
in the
called
top
you
five?
Butters.
Oh, he's got new colors tonight. I haven't been.
No, not
he's
new.
Too
It's
fast.
it's the Haribo.
Okay, he's too fast.
The
I
gummy
haven't seen
bears.
his car yet.
I think track position is going to be important. I seem to remember last race here we struggled to make passes once we got up in the top 10.
Yeah, I took 4 on a late caution on Tuesday night, and I got smoked by the guys that took 2. And I can only manage to get around the guys who took none. So yeah, track position. Lesson learned. Track position's key here.
I took 4 here on the first caution, and I think I gained positions on pit road for the first time in quite a while.
Yeah, I took 4 and gained a few also.
That's what happens when you get the pit crew all hopped up on Haribo gummy bears.
Yeah, thanks for sharing.
Are those the regular kind or the special kind?
I got
THC.
the Halloween variety pack here, so
Nice.
Sean's
Leave the
favorites.
Lights are off on the FSB pace car. We got Jim Christopherson, Shane Wisman, Matt Watkins, and our in-race reporter Chris Beckman lined up there with the 51 of Dave Jandry behind them. Now let's see if we can get another good green flag run going here. That last one was only spoiled by just ever so slight contact. No damage to the 91. He should still be fast. Ryan Johnson's still out there. Pace car is off. And here we go again. Rolling through the field on my right monitor, just make sure everybody's getting a clean start here.
Looking from the chase view, the 83 car, Steve Weber, the Steven Tribute car.
We got a battle for the lead here. Shane Wisman being pushed by his new teammate Matt Watkins. Around the 40 of Jim Christopherson's 34 Busch Beer. Monte Carlo to the lead.
Here. Well, Ryan Johnson, the admin, what does he think here? Does he have one here? Now he's in P7.
I think he's
as
got
his
a
driver. He got one, 2 incident rule here at FSB Racing.
He's got to assume one there, I think. So I was starting to do the run through the field before when we got the caution.
Doesn't mean you can't race. Gotta go for it.
There's Brad
Probably
Otto
one
in the
of
Wolf
the
Pack.
cleanest drivers.
Absolutely. We were reminiscing last night of a championship battle that came down to Homestead in the trucks. And just like Kowicki and Elliott, we were going back and forth for the most laps led bonus. And I ended up clinching that, which allowed me to finish a few positions lower and still be able to hold on to it. But we were literally side by side for 75% of the race, just back and forth on the lead. It's one of the most fun races, it was so out of character for both of us to race that hard, but we just knew what we needed to do, and we never laid a fender on each other. And
well, that's what competition. Competition brings out the best of you, and this is a Pro Sim Racing League.
Yeah, and plus, you respect as drivers for each other, friends. The good friends that we are. Last thing we wanted to do was get into each other, but it was good fun, and this track can lend itself to that. It could also lend itself to single file if people don't want to get out and make stuff happen. But we got some Some packs developing, some moves around the track. Again, we are with the 31 of Brad Otto in that new Wolfpack color. Throwing it back to the old David Green Busch Grand National car, that Wolf Tobacco. You got Tom Jackson behind him. They're working around Kevin Mays. You got the 19 of Matt Ace, who stayed out for that Dave Marcus point. He's now back in the field and maybe regretting that as the draft is starting to separate here.
We have yet to really expand, as Henry Ford II said, on the 34 car of Wisman here. He's in the lead here. Dude.
Yeah.
I mean, he has not done that on Friday night very much. And but what he has done is run clean as heck and showed the skills that he's got. We heard our in-car reporters talk about track position. He's in a pretty good position.
Ken Hansen back there in, where is he? 19th spot right now, cruising with Rick Johnson in the Coors beer can.
And we have a huge section of fans here for Mike Mallon in 24.
Heck yeah.
They're starting to pile up and say some stuff here.
Oh, we got a battle for the lead now here, too.
We got to show the dude here. Seinfeld car back at 21st right now.
Yeah, he's hanging in there, biding his time. Still a long way to go. Keeping the car in one piece is more important than making moves right now. But up front,
and tire wear is definitely an issue. We look at another guy, Rick Johnson in the 52. This guy is like a 7-time champion in almost every event that FSB has. I mean, he's just, or 8-time. I mean, Cup champion like 8 times. He's in P18 right now. But he's got that draft. What he's looking at here is tire wear over the long run. These guys can start to fail,
There you got Jeff Hale, another Speedway ace there in the 29 car right in front of him. Working around the outside of Jammin' Jason Dolfer.
And this
Jay
shows you
gets a
how
little
hard it
loose.
is to pass. That outside is supposed to be progressive banking on this newer track, as opposed to the old one, which was very flat. And
Jay pushes up the hill this time.
Hanging in there, but it's almost even Steven there.
Yeah, Jay got loose last time, and then this time by pushes up the track. He's pushing up again.
Once that push starts to happen, as they say in Formula One, the push.
Well, yeah, once you do that, you start heating the tires up, and you just make the situation worse every time you yank it back down the hill. So that could not bode well for him on the long run here. And you can get some serious tire degradation on the long run as you see Jim Christopherson working his way back around Matt Watkins to take second place.
To go backwards.
Yeah, he might get freight trained here.
The inside is still the meat of the sandwich here.
Continue moving up through the field here.
But he gets back in line.
So there is Jason Dolfer in the 63, settling back in front of 29. Our other in-race reporter, Dan Jones, 007. Looking good there. And the 101 of Jeff Habican, another one of those Wolfpack racing cars. Does it look familiar? It should, because that whole team has the same paint scheme this year. I guarantee that will not get confusing at all.
We expect you to win. And by the way, bring back the equipment in one piece. Thank you.
Pick one or the other. And then ahead of him, we got another Wolfpack car. Oh, first of all, we got the 57 Levi Garrett colors of Bob Williams.
That Wolfpack.
Throwback to the old, Jeff Bodine. And what the heck? I think Did they run that at the Wood Brothers with Dave Pearson once too? I can't remember, but this looks like the Jeff Bodine scheme. We got ahead of him, we got Brian Lovell, the 043, another Wolfpack car. Ken Shea recovering from his spin, sitting P11 right now.
This is where things
Big
start
cactus.
let's take a look. We'll start with the top here. Start with the leader. If I can ever get to him here, because last lap 31.3, best lap 31.029. Degradation just starting to happen there. When did they pit? Of course, I didn't. You know, I need a pencil.
Well, we took the restart about lap 12, I believe.
You can go 34 to 36 laps here. And you have to start thinking backwards as soon as you can. If I'm in the lead like Wisman right now, I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about tires. Fuel, you can save a lot of fuel here at this track.
Yes, you can. Standard 1.5 mile track fuel range is about 32 laps. I've seen it stretched out to 36 plus a few times.
If you're wondering, I'm probably walking over Sean a little more than usual because we don't have the camera deal set up.
Well, the audio has always been over TeamSpeak, so but yeah, the camera deal. I don't know what was wrong there. For some reason, the NDI source would just not show up in OBS, but now we got Christopherson looking to reassert himself to the lead there, and Shane Wisman says nope. Meanwhile, behind them, you got I lost
Dave Gendry in P3 there.
Yep.
The veteran.
Johnny Doucette looking underneath Chris Beckman down the front stretch, see if he thinks better of that going in there, and yeah, Chris is just going to let him go. It's just not time to fight that off right now.
That's a good move.
Rick Castle got a little squirrely there underneath him.
Now we're getting up to half a second a lap.
Yeah, you'll see it go all the way.
The caution was early.
You'll see it go to maybe a second and a half, maybe 2 seconds over the course of a full run. You'll have at least 2 yellow tires. Festivus miracle, says Sean Sheaves. Oh, Dave Jandry looking for P2 after trying to follow the highwayman through there, pulling Matt Watkins along.
Once
Ryan
you get
Johnson.
On the outside, you're kind of meat. You got to try to find your way, like Watkins did early, back in and pull that right front down. But Wisman is fighting for every inch here.
We got the 31 of Brad Otto on pit road. Brad, again, liking the pull and alternate pit strategy from time to time. Doesn't usually work out for him.
Do you feel faint?
He must, because that's not a very good strategy.
Nose to tail, look at this field. All in contact, going back all the way to P18. Jason Dulfer. Oh, my wife said to close the door. I thought it was closed.
Nope, it was open.
God bless her. Dulfer trying to stay on that night train here. Starting to lose about 4 car lengths. Stay in that draft.
As see they go around the 31, having just pitted, Brad Otto in those Wolfpack colors. He's going to be at least a lap down now, having pitted off sequence. Adam Simonok looking underneath our most popular driver of the night, Mike Mellon, in the 24 car. That battle is for 24th and 23rd, I believe.
Yeah, they need a caution. But they're still battling even back there with the huge field. Oh, the car around! Was that Brad Otto?
I don't know. I don't see.
That was
yellow.
Brad Otto hard
Yellow on
into the
Speedway.
wall.
Caution is out here again at lap 38, and there goes the fuel run.
Now it's up to pit crews and your execution down pit road. In this sim, you have to do everything. You have to manage your strategy. You have to pick your tires.
Well, here we go. As you said, it was the 31 Brad Otto. And, well, going in, he was about to be pushed 3 wide and got a little help there. So that strategy really backfiring for Brad there.
Also watching some Bristol, but we won't spoil that in case you guys have your DVR set to watch that later. Let's just say I'm happy with who won. Let's see, Matt Watkins, he's not going to be able to do his patented pit stops under green. He's going to have to do it under caution.
And Ken Hansen stays out to get the Dave Marcus point. But we saw how much that got Matt Ace. We saw how much that got Matt Ace behind before, so we'll see how it works out for Ken.
Pole sitter and your leader down pit road. Wisman had to go around the 51, which I've been in that position. That loses you some tenths there. But he did a great job. Everybody down pit road, top 5, good. Burning rubber out of the pit road there. Matt Watkins gets a spot there. The Monsoon Motorsports team nailed it. He gets by January. They all had good pit stops. Wisman, like I thought, lost a couple spots there, having to get around.
Not too bad though. He's still in the top 5 with Ryan Johnson behind him, Chris Beckman behind him. Anyway, I'm going to take this opportunity to step aside for just a minute, and I'll be right back.
Okay. So he has the opportunity of knowledge of what that last stint did. Every time you have a caution like this as a driver, can you bring it the next time? You got a different set of tires. The sim is different. The situations are always different. But I like his position where he's at. But now, what did you learn? You got out front, and, when you lead at a track like this, eventually they catch you because they're feeding off you and saving their equipment. Lifting a little bit earlier, and it's just natural progression because you don't want to hit the guy in front of you, so you lift off a little bit earlier and you get back on the gas later. 41 car Chris Beckman moving up there.
Yeah, 92 of Kevin Mays has stayed out, also get himself a lap lead.
Kevin's done a great job here in this pro league and getting better every day.
He likes to get those bonus points, too.
This stuff is not easy, folks.
He likes to get that bonus point on the lap down car pitting lap so that he can pit the next time by and go to the back again. It seems to be his MO most weeks.
Race winner last season, Rick Castle in the Jack Daniels car, P9 doing what he do. He's going to try to move forward here. He's got a couple good cars around him that are good on the long run. Historically with Dave Ellens and Steve Weber. And then you got Ken Shea there, probably a little spooked. And the thing is, these guys are battling. They get some draft, but they also get aero push following cars here. Brian Lovell doing well there in P12, winner last year. Bob Williams in P13, he'd like to get up to the top 10 along with our in-race reporter, 007. Jeff Hale kind of fell back there a little bit. Jeff Havoc, a great run for Tower there with the Wolf Pack up in P16. You guys are good, man.
We got the lights off on the FSB pace car.
Dolfer and Johnson there, along with Matt Ace, they really want to, DJ Sorrentino definitely with that group. Let's see what Rick Johnson does and see if he can lead this pack here.
Let's go on board with Jeff Hale for this restart and see Mr. Cold Tires take a restart here on lap 42 of 107.
Yeah, he's pretty good on cold tires, but being conservative a little bit. It's just like the freeway, except at 180 miles an hour, you get stack-ups, so.
Oh, you've never been to New Jersey, obviously. That is just like the freeway.
If they're still not going 180 miles an hour.
80, 90, bumper to bumper on the Garden State Parkway.
Wow. Wow.
I've been there.
Yeah, I've driven in LA and San Francisco. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, LA doesn't move. LA traffic doesn't move. It's always at a dead standstill. It's like DC. Yeah, you see, a very uneventful start there for Jeff Hale.
I think these guys definitely throughout the week got talked to by Sam Miller and the admins, because definitely of course this is a easier track to get going on than last week,
but at the same time,
there were some nerves and dudes were really pushing it hard the last week. So,
but at the same time, tracks like this also get the cars really close together for a really long time, which can lead to bumpers coming together. So it's a double-edged sword. The track's easier to drive, but you're spending more time in proximity to other cars and drivers.
I'm Dave January in the 51 car. I'm like, that's Matt Watkins. I'm doing whatever he do.
Ken Shea working his way forward here. Let's see where he currently finds himself in the 11th spot, still behind Steve Weber. And Jeff Hale dropping back, actually, just taking kind of conservative on this run, just like you said. Oh, that's right. He's probably got to consider himself having an incident, too.
This
remember,
is
he
a
got
track
into Brad.
where you either have speed or you don't, and you understand that pretty quick. And you start to realize I got to get into a groove and work strategy here, because I can't do it on full speed. The fan group is out for the 24 car.
Absolutely.
We're which is
What a fan
really
club
cool.
he comes
Thanks for
built in
joining
with.
us. And he's in the top 10. No, he's sorry. Everyone around him is a badass. This is a professional sim racing league, and you got to bring your lunch if you want to compete. And he is definitely competing and running clean and the best as it gets in NASCAR 2003. And there's things you always work on. With the fixed setup, you don't have to work on the setup. You can work on your steering ratio. There's things, and there's also just keeping the car on the track, and that's what Mike is doing right now.
Same for our leaders. They're not in a hurry right now. Just kind of sticking together. Top 5 hasn't changed. Ooh, Shane Wisman looked like he smacked the wall. Hopefully not hard enough to do damage there on the straightaway. These guys up there, they're all smart. They've been there many times before.
Level. Yeah, right now the leaders are about 0.6 a lap faster than Mike there, but they are in a draft, and that's track position is huge. Mike's best lap is like as fast as the best laps of any of these guys. So the farther back you are, you lose contact with the field, and it's a struggle. Been there, done that.
I see there he is on his own, just making the laps. Seat time is everything, especially if you've been away for a while. I don't remember Mike's story, if he's returning or has been active this whole time. But he's staying out of trouble, and that's key too. You gotta keep the car in one piece to be there at the end. Looks like Matt Watkins may be thinking about making a move.
So Wisman in P5 there, P4. Okay, so we ran it out front here. Now we got to get back in line here. Everywhere around you is studs here. 59 looking low. I think at this track, you really have to be decisive as far as what apex you want to run and run it over.
The front three are getting real close together as they catch this lap traffic. Brad Otto up into the wall almost, trying to let these guys by.
Watkins taking a look there on the outside. Still has pretty good momentum. The great Matt Watkins.
Shane Wisman catches some apron there, but hangs on.
And see how many races this guy's won. Definitely eclipsed. At one time, I was the leader of how many wins were won in this league, and that's been wiped out by him.
Oh, yeah, it's not even close with Matt Watkins.
Not even close. Unbelievable. He's the guy, and he takes the lead. He's the kind of guy you go, well, I beat him one time, and you take your whole life into, I beat Matt Watkins. That day, and whatever,
He was nipping at my heels at my first Pro Cup win, and it happened to also be being televised by those other guys. I can't remember who they are now. The pace car is out, but to put a bow on that one, yeah, I got my first win with him running second, filling up my mirror. And it's a good thing that I didn't notice that Slim Jim was also bearing down on us as we crossed the finish line.
Well, your car stopped on the track there. I missed that.
Yeah, I just happened to look right and see the pace car starting to move in the other monitor. Oh, it looks like it's... Oh, boy. Okay, well. We'll get this rewound and queued up on camera 2. Looks like our sometimes in-race reporter Chris Beckman was trying to drop back there and pull into a hole, and Dave Jandry was there, and they kind of met in the middle.
Oh my gosh. What the lead cars there.
Oh, watch it slow-mo from the helicopter. You see he's trying to drop behind the 124. So spotter says
That's
clear.
car soft.
Spotter says clear. He starts to come down, and then Dave's there. Ah, man, it's tough to call that one way or the other right now, and that's a good thing that's not our job to call it live. But if I had to, I'd say that Chris came down more than Dave came up. And I think he may have retired on the spot. Yes, he did. The 41 car is withdrawn. Tough break for Chris Beckman. Was looking to have a good run there. We're just past the halfway point now. 59 of 107. Chris has been going through some stuff, including COVID, and we were glad to see him back on the track, but just wasn't meant to be tonight. Well, once again, we have Kevin Mays staying out. Like I said, he likes to stay out for even for the lap down cars pitting lap, and then come in, make sure he gets all the way to the back. Matt Watkins comes out with the lead from the pit stops. We're here at lap 60 of 107. And some napkin math here tells me we can go the distance on one stop. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. We can go on one stop from here. Am I crazy, Dan, or is that what
Nope.
you're seeing too?
I'm seeing projected laps 33, laps to go 48. Cannon have
Yep.
to take, so that'll probably
Yep.
move up to 2.
That sounds about right then, yeah.
Man, this is like so tough to pass here.
It really is.
Gotta wait till somebody screws up, basically.
Yeah. We got Sam checking in there. Mike's it was his first ever online race last week for Mike. Okay, great. So if he's new to online, he's doing fantastic out there. I gotta respect the dedication to just staying out of the way, getting the seat time, because that is everything. You can't replace that. Dog checking in. He's calling that on the 115. You know, it's tough, Dog. It's tough. And yeah,
It'd
it's
be
just
like our
chalk up
insurance
to racing.
company, right? Be like our insurance company, 50-50.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of
I
that.
didn't see it actually. I was trying to rewind it, so.
Speaking of that,
I
Dan,
missed it,
they found my sister-in-law's car finally.
Awesome.
Yeah, not so awesome. It is totaled. And
it is.
it's
They wrote it up.
not just from the concrete chunk that her husband hit, but during the floods. But apparently, after the car had been left there, it got hit again.
Oh, jeez.
I haven't seen the pictures or anything to know exactly what, because I was really curious to see what had happened after just the concrete. I know most people watching have no idea what I'm talking about, but long story short, during the flooding here in New Jersey, my brother-in-law had to abandon my sister-in-law's car, not because of flooding, but because of hitting road debris that disabled the car, and it was an ordeal to find it afterwards.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a fun day.
You know,
But pace
we
car's
need
off.
some of that water in California here, you know.
Yeah, seriously, you guys don't have enough. We had too much. That's just the way it goes. But pace car's off. Matt Watkins in the lead. Restarts us here on lap 62. Good number of 107.
Yeah, okay, so I just now got to the replay. Yeah, I think the 41 came down on 115. I don't know. 115 was down low there, and 41 was already getting passed by the other cars. And at least my first glance, you know, I've been
Yep.
drinking, so
Yeah,
in case you didn't notice.
yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
Dog
you know,
was
I
calling it
mean,
for the 115, and it's
what I
that,
did doesn't mean anything. But anyway,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
racing, you know.
If I looked at it a few times from other angles, I might think about it differently. But bottom line is 41.
Well, that's the
41's out.
luxury we have is we
Yeah,
don't make the call. So
exactly. It's so much easier up here rather
NASCAR makes
than
the
in the review
call.
booth.
FSB makes the call. So
Now, if there's question later, I might be called in to weigh in on it. But for tonight, it's just a racing deal. And we're back to racing.
well, you know, and the thing is, here we go again. Every time we have these restarts, you have to bring it. Rick Castle's leading that second pack, but they're already losing time to the first pack. Those restarts are critical, just like in real racing there. How about Johnny Doucette in the 58 there?
Yeah, hanging with those leaders
We
all
haven't
night.
even talked about him tonight in P6.
Look at that. He stuck
5
rookie stripes on his
figures,
car.
baby.
He's put rookie stripes on. He's no rookie. He's a Triple Crown champ, and he's no rookie. Silly Canadian.
Dude, made me choke there. Dude,
It looks like they're gonna freight train Matt Watkins here.
Watkins right now. They're tired of this guy, the winningest driver in the history of FSB, and they're going around him right now.
Shane Wisman sticks with him though to tough it out on the high side.
Watkins ain't done yet, and maybe he can use some help there. We'll have to see how he wants to blend in, and he does perfectly. January, the veteran, definitely gives him a little bit of a break there. It's still too early to, you know, that's what a veteran driver like Dave January does. You know, Matt wants that spot, and like, I'm cool with that. You know, I'm right here. Now I'm going to roll with you, and we're going to see if we can take the 40 to business here. I expect the front here to continue to be this exciting and very more aggressive. Uh, 10-4 dog, I got you there. See your text.
Yeah, I may have tripped up the wording.
Yeah, no worries.
Bottom line, 41 got bent. Now, by the way, all this racing up front has allowed that second pack to close back in, so we're back to one big pack, with Rick Castle having successfully closed the gap to Johnny Doucette.
The 59 of Ryan Johnson is putting the pressure on Shane Wisman here right now. They handled that well. Back behind them, more business going on here. still, Johnny just said, great run for him here. He's really got that car dialed in tonight.
We're all going to
Brian
have to...
Johnson starting to assert himself. What he do? Hangs around. We know
These
he's
guys-
got one on him, you know, so.
These guys still have one stop to go from here. And we're going to get in that window in the next 5 or so laps.
Yeah, we got 36 right now. That is pushing it, right? 36, yeah.
36
You
is...
can almost
yeah.
do it that way if you clutched a little bit. So you want like 30, like you said, it's like probably 32, 34, especially with the tires they have right now.
The winning strategy if we go
you
green.
stay out and push and wait for another caution.
Yeah, there's 3 strategies to play there. You can short pit it, pit in the window. You can split the run, which is about 20-something laps into it. Or you can run it dry and hope that all the other guys in the alternate strategies get caught out a lap down.
When you're here in this top 10, heck, that's more than top 10, all lined up. You're towards the back of that pack. You might want to undercut here. Otherwise, you stay with the Joneses here. 59 of Ryan Johnson down low on Shane Wisman. Worked him for about 5 or 6 laps. Great pass. And great job. Great racing there, right there. From 59 to 34.
Speaking of keeping up with the
Wisman is
Johnson,
the real deal, ladies and gentlemen.
speaking of the other Johnson here, we got Rick Johnson finally moving his way back up. Are we under caution? We are under caution.
And we are under caution. Something has happened here.
Well, there goes again. Once again, the fuel strategy. Uh-oh.
24 of Mike Mellon down pit road.
Oh, no.
Was it the 24 car?
It was.
The big fan grouping tonight. I mean,
Apologies to the Mike Mellon.
He's got to be loving that.
Apologies
And
to the Mike Mellon fan base, but he got a little help there. Looks like from the 99 Pops
Oh
Marguson.
boy, let's take a look at that.
That is a hard lick into the safer barrier. Right outside. What turn was that even going into? Is that turn 1?
Pops Marguson got in the bottom there.
That was turn 3
kinda-
they're going into.
Kind of that's a racing deal there too, because you got to see the momentum of Pops, and he did have he kept the car down low there, but 24 was definitely let's take a look at it here.
Yeah, it's another one that I'm glad I don't have to call on the spot, because
Yeah, absolutely there.
you could make arguments both ways.
Yeah, Pops was a little bit high, and 24 was a little bit low there. That's a situation where you're probably going to have to give that spot up, but at the same time, Pops couldn't hold it down as hard as Mike thought he would. Mike was not expecting him to go down low there, and
Yeah, it was a monstrous closing rate
hard
there.
lick right there.
Yeah, very, very fast
You
closing
okay,
rate.
son? Great
I
showing.
see
for
everybody
Mike.
down pit road.
He's the real deal, a pro racer, and gonna have some
Ooh.
success in this league.
What is up with the 29? He gained a ton of spots there on pit road. '29 pitted from 21st place and comes out with the lead.
Let's take a look at that. How did this transpire there?
Yeah, I'm going back. See that. Okay.
Down pit road, the Tide machine. Del Waltrip paint there.
2 tires.
Yeah, so I was thinking 2 tires or possibly none. Let's see if was he too close to the wall or was that on purpose? That was on purpose. This was by design.
I think
He
so.
was,
Two
he was
tires
not
for
too
the
close.
29. Let's go for it.
That's crazy.
Wring
I
their
mean,
neck.
At this point, it's
I
Track
think that's
position.
probably
suicide.
What did you
Yeah.
say earlier, Dan? Track position. He needs a caution quick.
Well, he's
Or
got to
he's gonna
pretty
get
much.
ate up.
He's got to finish the race on those tires, though. Is
Yes,
what
he
I'm
does.
thinking. So I
I
don't
see.
know if I like this move.
Not unless you
We'll
get
see.
a caution, you know.
Look at how far I went backwards here. Holy crap.
How many spots did you lose, Dan? Looks like you're currently scored
Actually,
15.
no, I went up 1. Oh, no, I didn't count those guys. Yep, I went down, then I was come in 12th.
Kevin Mays up front there in front,
Okay,
and
so-
Adam Semenik.
So 2 people, so I'm back in, I lost, back in same spot almost.
Excellent.
What did Adam do here? Did he just stayed out?
I think
in
you
the
stayed
pit?
out. You stayed out, yeah.
Yeah. He's gonna get some points here, and then box.
Looks like Ken Skeege got EOLL.
Oh, that's rough this late in the stage. This late in the race.
It's all just all kind of falling apart for the
He was right
91.
behind me. Or actually, he was ahead of me.
And
coming
you see him
into the
now
race.
heading down the pit access road one more time.
Oh, we just lost somebody in front of me. Brian Lavelle, I think, or no? Kevin,
Around
Ma-
level Lincoln.
who disappeared?
I don't know. I'm looking right at you on the main camera here, and I don't see anybody missing.
Okay. Yep, Matt Ace.
That is okay. He's gone.
Internet racing, professional sim racing, which also means your cable provider needs to step it up, as in last week when we were broadcasting. And, you know, dude, as much money as I spend on this stuff, the least I can do is get it done. But they failed last week. Yeah.
There, Ken Shea comes back down pit road and takes 4 tires. I don't know if he took 2 on his initial stop, but either way, it gets him to the back of the field.
I think he took 4, actually. He came out at the same time as us. Just 3 of us were racing across the line.
So I guess he just took the stop to get everyone by him.
It looks like we'll just have enough gas to make it, hopefully. 32, 30 to go.
Semenik staying out, and let's get it
Oh,
on
no.
here. Prime time for the 6 car with a pack of wolves behind him. Welcome to Pro Sim Racing. Let's
I've
go.
seen this play before, and it doesn't work
You know,
out.
he's not a rookie, so he knows what he's doing, but, you know, he's going to get, let's see what happens.
He's gonna get eaten alive.
Definitely,
So it's gonna happen.
Mr. Two Tires, Matt Watkins is going to smoke these guys right now. Watch it and learn from the veteran here. He's side by side with the 29. Matt Watkins is coming for you. You do not want to see that 15 car behind you, and his strategy is perfect.
Oh, we got a wreck on the front stretch. Wisman and Doucette.
This is good for that.
Oh,
Semenik,
massive
though.
pile up
If
into
he
turn
can
1.
blend back in here, he's going to get huge track position. But the other guys are probably going to stay out, but he's going to have to get tires here now.
Steve Weber, Dan Jones. Oh, goodness. Huge wreck in turn 1.
Does Semenik get 2 tires now here? With 26 to go?
So here's the replay.
That's
Going
a
down the
long
front
way,
stretch.
dude. I don't know.
Going
man.
down the front
What do you
stretch.
do?
Shane Wisman and Johnny Doucette got hooked together. That sent Johnny up the track into the 043, the 58. Looks like
Brian Level.
looks like the 52. Rick Johnson got a piece of it. Dan Jones.
Oh, Westman, what a night. Running so hard, and he got, Steve Weber got back there. Big wreck. Dan Jones.
Yeah, that was a hard hit
I hope
for
they're
the
okay.
52.
Good thing it's not real. But that was a badass wreck right there. Yeah. This is going to be bad. Nothing you can do at 160 miles an hour going into that corner. No way.
Yeah, they just got to hope they clear him, and, well, they didn't.
Pick a lane. 7 down pit road. The 6 cars down pit road. What's he going to do?
Yeah, so
I'd
heavy
get 4
smoke.
tires here right now.
Yeah.
Got a long way to go. You're going to lose track position, but now you're off sequence with the leaders. Or what are they doing?
They're run what they brung at this point.
They're staying out, so this is good.
Hey guys, how we doing?
Hey, Dave. How you doing, Mr. Ellen?
Oh man, we're out here having a blast. Tons of grip, lots of competition. Just having a tough time passing tonight.
And forward to that, and you got some different tire strategies out there. Jeff Hale currently in second.
So the 6
third.
cars definitely got 4 tires now off sequence. Hey Dave, what's up?
Hey Mel, yeah, I think I don't know. I thought about tires, but track position seems to be the way to go.
That was the way it went Tuesday night in the chicken run. I came in for 4. The entirety of Monsoon took 2, and I couldn't touch them after that.
Yeah, it's you can pull up on somebody, but to pull out and make a pass is almost impossible.
Yeah, especially when you
not
got
without
teammates
help,
hooked up.
that's for sure.
Yeah, even with help, it's just you run into a block of air, and you just can't get by.
And your teammate Brian Lovell took one of the hardest hits in that crash there. He's still on pit road getting repairs. Surprised
he had to get a
retired it.
tow, and yeah, I hope he's okay.
Yeah, it looks like he may have retired that car on the spot finally. It looks like it's been an eventful night for you out there. You had one car caught up in one kerfuffle there, and but it looks like your car is still in good shape.
Well, yeah, I haven't scratched it yet, so I feel pretty lucky. I want to keep this going, so we'll see what happens.
Copy that.
Yep, keep up the good work, guys. We'll see you later.
All right,
Thanks,
10-4.
Dave.
Good luck, Dave.
Dave Allen's checking in from P7 in that number 115 Wolfpack Motorsports car. Looks like he's got the number shifted forward in preparation for 2022 there. That was the new look NASCAR's going with next year. Shifting the door numbers, or the side numbers, forward. I guess they're still door numbers. And that's actually the way they used to be in the 50s and some of the 60s. And so naturally, NASCAR fans, because they are incapable of joy, are freaking out over this.
Well, fellas, I'm out of the in-car center.
Infield Care Center, come on.
Yeah, that was traumatic.
Oh, that was a nasty hit you took there. Glad to see all the safety equipment did its job there, Brian.
Yeah, that was just, I'd slowed down, and the guys behind me were slowing down, and Johnny come back up on the track so quick, it was out of his control, and
yeah, when a car gets knocked down to the inside of the turn like that, you never know where they're going to come up again. It's scary. Sometimes
good thing it's not real, because you might be hurting a little bit there, but tough luck, man. Good run tonight, Brian.
Yeah, you're looking strong out there before that.
yeah, I was being patient, just running. It was kind of hard to pass a little bit, and just trying to bide my time.
Well, race winner last year at Daytona. I think was it Daytona or
Talladega, I think, right? No, Daytona. He's Mr. Daytona. That's right.
Yeah. So definitely, it shows you the skill level in this league. How badass these guys are, and But that's racing.
We're about to take it back to green here with the lights off on the FSV pace car.
All right, let's go.
Better luck next time, Brian. Thanks for checking in, man. Got Matt Watkins still in the lead.
Yeah, welcome to hang
Jim
out,
Christopherson,
man.
yeah,
I got
certainly.
A beer for you. You want a beer? I mean,
Yeah,
Budweiser,
yeah, I'm gonna go watch the live feed and start it from the beginning and watch it all the way through.
All right.
But thank you guys for what you do.
Easy.
Appreciate all you do, and we'll see you guys soon.
All right, thanks again, Brian. We are back to green.
Green,
Matt Watkins again lead. Right side of your screen.
Guy? The 52, Rick Johnson.
Well, he was involved in the wreck, remember, Melty? Rick Johnson's got nose damage because he hit Brian Lovell actually in that wreck.
Well, that's gonna hurt him. But my dog right there is my former teammate. Probably not gonna be his night. Let's look at who do we have up front. The 15 and Matt Watkins.
We got Ryan Johnson as your onboard view there on the right side.
The thing about Matt is how he adjusts on the fly, and the more he races, the better he gets, and just not making mistakes. And when he does, he has the ability to drive out of them. Let's see what happens here, though.
Mistakes that would end the night for anyone else.
The highwayman is not done here. And Hale, from back in the weeds, the 29 tie car this is a really good track for him.
Yeah, 52 of Rick Johnson, I'm watching him on my other monitor here. He is torn up and he's going backwards in a hurry.
When you look at this top 10 group here, they're not surprises. At this track, at this level, these are the best guys that this league has to offer. From P1 to P10, the Dolpher there, does he have a car enough to start to move forward here? Bob Williams is one of those guys that this is a great run for that car. Definitely. We seen Bob get top 5 finishes last year and didn't have some bad luck, but this is a really good run for him, and he can get a top 10 in this deal. He'll be very happy with that.
24 of Mike Mallon, our fan favorite tonight, for some reason has come in to pit here. Not exactly sure why. Yeah, so that will cost him numerous laps. Pitted from P20, and now he should be at least a lap down.
Not sure why he would do that under caution.
Or am I? Oh, we got Shane Wispin around in turn 1 again. We're under caution. As Kevin Mays spins in response to that, too. You see going into turn 1, Shane Wispin's to the outside of Tom Jackson, and we once again have a meeting.
So Allen did an undercut here. If these other guys pit again, I don't think they're going to do that.
Well, he'll be the lucky dog, then he'll just be at the tail end of the lead lap.
Okay.
It really didn't gain him much at all, if anything. I'm wondering if he had a problem.
Wispin, such a strong car throughout the race.
And he just got hit again. Oh, they faked out Matt Watkins, but Matt still has a chance to bail. At this point, Matt Watkins can still bail out of pit road, but those guys can't decide to come in. And Matt knows this. And he's going to pull it out right here. Knew it. Knew it.
That's the winningest driver in the history of this league. So he doesn't miss much, in case you were wondering. You know?
Yeah. Didn't they know who they were messing with? Come on.
So he knew that he could go down pit road and see who's going to follow.
Uh-huh.
And then determine if he should roll through and stay back out.
Yeah, so if those guys behind him wanted him to commit to it, they should have gone onto the access
Pushed
road
him.
too.
Wow, that's just,
And then
They're
they
not
should have
thinking,
bailed
right?
at the last second.
this
Yeah.
dude doesn't miss.
Pushed him right to the
nothing,
line.
you know?
Oh, time to go.
Yeah, that was...
I don't
That
think
was-
many
that
people
was-
know they can bail at that point, though. I didn't know that.
I think
I
Christopherson
didn't
and
know
Hale
that
should have known
either.
that.
I have 210
I-
wins in this league.
I'm going to remember that one for the
and,
next race here.
I didn't know that either.
And knowing the track pays dividends sometimes, and that was definitely one of those cases.
There goes someone down pit lane again.
Well, you
Shane
know, I mean,
Wilson's got
racing against this
Expensive
dude
repairs.
and becoming friends with him. He built my computer, which is like 7, 8 years old and still rocks. You know, knock on wood. You hear that? I've done a few changes to it, but basically, this guy's a smart dude. He's a relentless racer. When he decides to show up, it's business time. You know?
But at the same time, he makes it look so effortless.
When we started doing endurance racing, and that's what we do now with our Donkey Bot racing team, we hired him on to run our first race as a team when we were Team FSB running the 24 Hours of Le Mans. And he sent me a video that was, I'd never seen anything like it in my life. I seen this guy drive the whole 8.48 miles of Le Mans sideways in every corner. He's like, I'm not that fast, you know. I'm not as fast as you guys. And I'm like, wait a minute. I've never seen anything like that in my life. There's no way that you could even do a 2-hour stint like that as a co-driver when you got 4 drivers or 5 drivers per team sideways like that every lap.
It's like the
that
Days
was
of
that was the greatest thing I ever saw. I was like, yeah, you were slow, but you give the fans a show there, man.
It's like the Days of Thunder line there. Oh yeah, he can drive. Sure, he can drive beyond the limits of the car, the tires, the track, and himself.
There was no way he shouldn't have crashed a prototype. It was a prototype Toyota 240 mile an hour car at Le Mans, and the way he drove the piss out of it, I never seen anything like that in my life. It wasn't fast because he was sideways. Reminded me of my dad, actually.
Alright, so we got the 24 and the 19 for some reason, both receiving lucky dogs this time. I guess maybe the 19 didn't get his last time
These guys
high.
don't want to sit around
So
and wait here.
24 and 19 will be back on the lead lap after this restart.
What's the common denominator we've heard from these guys in the booth here that come up? They can't pass.
Can't pass by themselves. Nope.
Are they going to put a bumper on somebody eventually, or we're getting down to it. 95 of 107, 12 laps to go. It's going to be 11 laps. Time to go here. Matt Watkins knows how to save, and he knows how to drive.
I think
with 12 laps, he's
here we
going
go.
to
Green
drive
flag
like
in the air.
11. You know what? This thing here. Here we go.
Yeah, he's
Good
we're
restart
done.
for the 40 though. Didn't like all these four guys here. They really got they get suckered. Matt didn't pull no shenanigans there. He made it straight and level, and they were ready. Let's see what they can do. Dave Chandry looking a little bit outside. He wants to see, let's gang up on this dude here. Teammates? We got teammates involved here? Not really. Not with Matt Watkins. So Monsoon out front there.
By the way, you want to see Mr.
You just keep doing this, he's just gonna drive away and win. You gotta go for it now here. You gotta gang up on him now and start working on it.
Mr. Where Did He Come From here is Ken Hansen in the 9 car. Been quiet all night, and now he finds himself
he was
in the
20s,
top 10.
You know?
He's trying to work his way forward there with Ken Shea behind him.
Think about it, guys. 40, 29, 51, 59. Try that outside lane. What Matt's going to do here is he's driving middle lane. He misses nothing.
He no longer has his teammate to help him. In fact, the only teammates in that group are the 29 and the 59.
Got to gang up on him here. But Matt is running that middle lane there. 99 of 107. Like a machine, the 15 car Matt Watkins. They can't get to him. They got a little run here. He's looking in his mirror right now. One car needs to get up on him, and then the other ones might be able to follow. Very hard here at Homestead. Track position is everything. Come on. Give us a race here, boys.
They're working on it.
7 laps to go, and they are giving us a race here.
Problem is,
driving the wheels off that car.
Problem is, no one wants to make the move too soon and get hung out and shuffled to the back of this.
I don't know if they can. I mean, he is just so fast. When he knows it's a short run like this.
Plus, don't forget that Jeff Hale's on the 2 tires. Everybody else here is on 4. So they got to get around Jeff Hale if they want to get up there and work on him. Meanwhile, Ken Hansen continues to march forward. Let's see where they scored him last time
The group
by.
behind is out, and Hale is starting to hold up to 51. He needs to get around.
Hansen is caught.
Surveying here. Jeff's a veteran. He's not going. He backs it up. He wants to get on that podium. Meanwhile, Matt Watkins, their car linked. Christopherson, also a veteran, knows Chili Verde and what it tastes like. And he's going to try to set him up. 4 to go at the line.
Looks like Crazy's going to get him a 3rd spot.
We got a lap car coming. They're coming up on a lap car. That's
Yeah,
Mike
there's the 24,
Mellon,
Mike Mellon.
And he does. That's pro racing.
Well, that
right
fans
there.
everybody out down the
Gets out
backstretch.
the way. Great job by the 24 there. This guy it's not his first rodeo.
Apparently last week was. He's been racing offline for years, but according to if it was Sam said
Well,
before
he
was
obviously
accurate.
understands racing.
Whoa, look at the
He did a
51
great
right on
job
the
to
bumper
get
of the
out way.
29.
51 all over the back of the 29. We know the tire difference. 59 starting to come here, but it's still Matt Watkins.
And that gives 59 a run. Ryan Johnson looking to follow his teammate through past Dave Jandry.
51.
Now they're catching the lap car. Steve Weber, the 83, he drops down out of the way. But how will this change the momentum?
Yeah, bad exchange for Steve there, but he did, as the former champion, did a great job. Held his line, stayed low. You want to be high, but who doesn't?
And white flag in the air, and these guys racing
Matt
behind.
Watkins.
These guys racing behind Jim Christopherson is not what he wanted to see, because he wanted one of them to help if he was going to try and get around Matkins, but it's just not happening.
He is just too intense. There we
Let's
go.
see that gap.
Down on the bottom. No, he can't make the move.
Yeah, he doesn't
Takes
have the
a
run,
look, but can't
doesn't
do
have the
it.
help.
Watkins like a machine. Every lap there, going to the checkered flag. It's Matt Watkins.
Matt Watkins, Jim Christopherson, Jeff Hale, Dave Jandry, and Ryan Johnson, your top 5 tonight.
Wow.
Matt Watkins from the pole to victory lane, just
The
straight up
best
dominated.
of the good. I mean, these guys are badass. You see that racing? Clean ass racing. Wow. Watkins, man, you know, he's like a fish there, you know. You just dangle that thing out in front of him and he's going to eat it. And he ate this field tonight.
Yeah, he led 44 laps en route to victory here. Christopherson led 33.
This is more like it. This is, you know, racing is funky. And, you know, last week, new races season, it was caution filled. Tonight, the guys
We still had
were
7.
on it.
We still had 7, which was a bit much, but we got to see some actual racing. Didn't quite get to the green flag stops.
Still a lot of good green flag action and green flag victory.
Yeah, green to the finish. That's really what we wanted to see. As Matt Watkins brings it back around one more time here to maybe do some burnouts down there in the yellow paint.
Nintendo car. I think we're about to see a burnout here, and he has some practice at this. And there we go. Matthew Watkins. Obviously, they don't need that motor for the next race.
No, they don't. Good thing
Or
they're all
those
free.
tires, and that's a smoke them if you got them.
All right, I'll have Milty go
Well,
gather up our
yeah, grab them guys.
finishers.
I need another beer here. Thanks for watching, everybody. And we got the post race here. Let's hear from these guys. Be right back.
Yep, send Milty off to gather up our finishers. Aaron race reporter Dan Jones ended up 16th there. What'd you need at the end, or did you have too much damage?
Too much damage. Those guys just smoked me. Yeah, I was happy with a top 13 and with the damage I had, but then 3 cars passed me.
Yeah, it's tough because
look at Jeff
once
Hale.
you start pushing. Yeah, those two tires. The cautions did help him a little bit, and then the fact that you've got that 5-car breakaway and and his teammate there is part of it. They just couldn't work around him. I don't know. I think if Dave Jandry could have gotten around him quickly, he might have been able to influence the outcome of that one. But as it stands, Matt Watkins, Jim Christopherson, they were the class of the field all night, leading 77 of the 107 laps between them.
Wow.
The edge going to Matt Watkins in the 15 car with 44 lead. So these points are these updated or are these from last week? Let's see. I think those are updated, which would put Christopherson in good position to defend his title. Those are indeed updated, up-to-date standings. So 8-point lead over Jeff Hale, who again has a good points night by doing what I thought was crazy and staying out there. Thanks for the Matt Mallon fan club out there. Liz, Dr. C-Section, Matt, all you guys, Ryan Mallon. He ended up 24th, 2 laps down, or 22nd. I'm sorry, that's his number, 24. 22nd, 2 laps down, last car running, but he finished. And that's half the battle when you're getting the hang of things here. And, Milty's back.
What's up?
You gathered up our finishers here?
No, I haven't. I went and got a beer, actually.
Oh, see, I
Thought you were doing that.
So you usually do that, man. See, I couldn't see your empty chair, so I didn't know you weren't doing that. Yeah, we'll get them.
Well, I'm still talking to the fans here of Mike Mallon there.
We'll get the Multicam back next week. Figure out why NDI broke this week.
Yeah, appreciate you guys watching. All right, I'll be back here.
All right. So real quick, we talked about our top 5 there. Ryan Johnson being in 5th place. Rick Castle in that second group is P6. Bob Williams, strong run there for the 57 Levi Garrett machine. Finishes 7th. Dave Ellens, Ken Hansen, Ken Shea rounding out your top 10. Ken Shea bouncing back from that spin. Just couldn't quite get to the front again. Rick Castle, I think he finished 2nd in the points last year, and he's up to 3rd, doing what he does, just, logging those finishes. Being there at the end, that makes a huge difference. See if I can look at the schedule for next week. Next week is Daytona, the SRA version of the track, Daytona SRA. Next week be week 3 here. Super Speedway Racing, Jeff Hale's looking forward to that. And that is our 3rd place finisher tonight, so we'll start with our podium interviews. Jeff, I called you crazy when you got 2 tires there with 30 some odd laps to go, but you made it work. How did you do that?
Yeah, I actually started in the very back tonight. It's hard to pass on this track, so
very hard.
What spots I did get, harder, and then had some good pit stops. And that 2 tire stop, didn't have too much wear on the left side, so if I get a top 5 out of it, I'll be ecstatic. So here I am. So a good run for Matt. He was pretty dominant tonight, so good victory there. And also Jim getting another podium finish tonight, 2 weeks in a row. So been great.
Good stuff there. And it was a good points night for you, too, as you move up 2 spots into 2nd. 8 points back of...
Jeff, that was a great... your racing profile has expanded so much. That was a tough race for you, man. And you really executed on pit road. You did everything to get in the position there to get a podium. It's a great job, bro.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, good stuff there, Jeff. And we got our 2nd place finisher, also our points leader, looking to defend the cup. Jim Christopherson, you led a bunch of laps tonight, but just couldn't quite get there around Matt at the end. What'd you need? A little help or things to break differently there?
I need more talent whenever I'm trying to pass Matt. I don't have it. But,
you need an act of God.
Great win on Matt. He deserved it. He was fastest car out there tonight, and great move strategically for Jeff. Man, that was awesome. You were right there at the end as fast as any of us. I couldn't believe he made that 2-tire pit strategy work, but congrats to Jeff too. And also apologize to Jeff because I took him out the other day in the last race, and he was leading that series and doing a good job. So sorry for that one there, Jeff.
That's old news now.
Yeah, he drove across the line backwards last night in the truck series.
Well,
I
that's
saw
great,
that, yeah.
champ, you know, and you
And still
are
managed to hold on to the
champ,
7th place.
defending champ. So, and a great run, a great start to the season there, and you are leading the points. And my question for Matt Watkins is: are you going to show up for the rest of these races, or
Yeah, seriously.
What's that? Nah.
You got the plan?
Probably, you know, go with the bigger tracks.
Yeah, he says from the point lead.
I usually lay low on the short tracks, so these tracks like this is my wheelhouse. So
Let's see, we got Martinsville, Iowa,
Gotcha. That's cool. I mean, yeah.
Memphis.
How many more trophies do you really need? You know what I mean?
Well, great job
this,
out there.
Tonight, this was so hard to pass there. You basically had to be perfect. Like, if you slipped up coming out the corner at all, you were probably gonna be toast because Jim didn't make really any mistakes. So good job to him. He was almost perfect tonight. I just got lucky to get like one good run out the corner and get the track position. And good job with Jeff. 2 tires. That was no easy feat to hold on to 2
that
tires.
was very impressive. We were both going. I don't know how that's going to work. But
In answer to the question as to what Matt's going to do with all his trophies, I heard he's actually selling them back to the manufacturer because they're running low. He's got enough to supply him for at least a couple years.
Well, the thing is,
Awesome.
We're used to Matt Watkins. When we talk about Matt Watkins, we're used to Matt Watkins, you know, either checkers or wreckers on green flag stops. But tonight we've seen the Monsoon Motorsports team execute under yellow and get it done and get that track position. And I was like, oh, man, that's bad news for the Bears there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, good stuff there, and Daytona next week, so we'll probably see Matt because that's a bigger track. Come on, you
Too
know
big.
you're not gonna skip out when you're in the points lead. You know that. You know that as well as I do. Again, thanks again, everybody. Thanks our podium finishers again, Jeff Hale, Jim Christopherson, and your race winner, Matt Watkins. Thank you guys for joining us for the post-race show here. Thanks, as always, my partner, only in sound this week, no vision. We'll get that fixed next week, but thank you, Matt
Yeah, you
Winter
know,
Jr.
I sound better than I look. Or maybe I don't.
I don't know. You should hear what those coughs sound like on this end. Thanks to our series admin, Ryan Johnson. A top 5 finish for him tonight, getting those points updated on the spot, as always, keeping things running. We thank you for all you do, Ryan.
You bet.
Of course. Hey, and he's in the booth, too. He's everywhere. He's Ryan on the spot. Thanks, as always, Sam Young, keeping the league going, keeping the sim going, and, of course, our series sponsor, Brothers Contracting. Not Brothers, Jesus Christ, I'm talking to Farmer Brothers Contracting. Brothers Body and Paint is the Pro Cup sponsor and Ryan's company. We got sponsors all over the place. We appreciate all you guys putting up the hardware these guys racing for. Thanks, everybody, joining us out there in YouTube chat, keeping the interactions going, keeping the YouTube algorithm happy. And if you want to come out and join us, anybody who's watching, lurking, just come on over to fsbracing.com and apply. Anybody can do it. You know, if Ryan can, anybody can, right?
Yeah.
But again, thanks everybody for joining us, and until Daytona next week, we're going to say goodnight. For FSB Racing Live, I've been Sean Reap, and we'll see you next time.